Greetings, Zombie Slayer, Super Jim here. Welcome to part 3 of my solo high-round strategy guide for the map Buried on Black Ops 2 Zombies. And we're going to head through the haunted house here and try to get another perk. We have got 5 perks at the moment, but we want to get all the perks by the end of this game. Probably by the end of this video, actually. We'll see how we go. And I've got the hammer here, so it should be relatively easy to get through this haunted house, hopefully with all our funds intact. Obviously, if these ghosts touch you, they will steal something like 2,000 points each time. So you do not want to get touched by these. Okay, so we got through. There's probably a couple more to finish off here though before we get our free perk. They'll chase me on into the maze. Okay, we'll just wait for the last couple of ghosts to come. Actually, quite a few ghosts coming. It's a shame you don't get points for killing ghosts. This has got to be the last one. There we go, beautiful. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got Mule Kick. Okay, so we're going to jump down the portal here and we'll head back to the receiving area. What I'm actually going to do here, guys, is camp here a little bit. Just to show you guys this spot right here. The zombies will come from those two windows, one to the left, one to the right. But they won't come from behind you, and you can just drop down the hole if you need to make a quick escape. So using the paralyzer in this map, all you really need to find is an area where you're not going to get zombies spawning behind you, where you can basically hold off an area like this with all the zombies coming from in front. And there are a ton of these spots in the map. You can just choose one of the spots that suits you. But this area here kind of has a disadvantage of that there's no drops and there's no green mist either in this particular area for whatever reason. But I'll show you guys how you can get back up to the original starting area up here on the catwalk. You just have to use the paralyzer. You can actually fly your way up and get back to where you start the map. And I have also experienced it that I think if you go a round or two, the catwalk will actually reappear and you should be able to get up to where the LSAT is again. But once you get up to this catwalk area where you start the game, you get the drops again, and you also get the green mist up here, which is kind of weird that they have it in this zone, but not in the zone directly below it. But yeah, that's how it works. I was kind of looking up at those catwalks thinking, I wonder if you can get up to those ones, but I'm pretty sure you can't. That's a non-playable area of the map up there, but it would be pretty cool to keep going up there. So as you can see, we do get the Volturade mist happening. And we should get some power-ups if we stayed up here long enough. You can actually fly out over the rift a little bit with the paralyzer as well if you want to do some crazy flying with this thing. The problem with it is that it does allow people to get into certain places that allow them to be invulnerable to zombies. There's a few glitches like that they can get to with the paralyzer. And the trample steams actually. But yeah, you get that with any map, especially when it's new like this. I'm sure they'll patch some of that stuff as time goes on. Anyone who's been subscribed to my channel for a while will know that I do not approve in any way, shape or form of cheating in the form of invulnerability barrier type glitches, or glitches where you can just, you know, hide in a spot that's where you're invulnerable to zombies. So yeah, I always like it when Treyarch patch those areas of the map. And this particular map, just because of the equipment that you can get in it and the kind of map that it is with levels and stuff like that, does tend to have a lot of glitch locations. Okay, I'm trying to make a crawler here. If we can get one, that would be really good. There we go. Now, someone was asking me to show them all the stuff that the Giant can do in my high round strategy. But I've already done a video, guys. Check that out on my channel. We just have to release the giant here because we must have damaged him at some point, perhaps with one of those grenades I was chucking around earlier. But luckily the key had materialized right next to the cell. It doesn't always do that. Sometimes it's in another part of the map. But we'll pick up some candy so he leaves the cell. Yeah, but getting back to what I was saying, someone did ask me to kind of go through all the things the giant can do in my high round solo strategy here. But I've actually already done a video with all the different things that he can do. So go check that out. I might put an annotation and a link in the description for that if you haven't seen it already. Because it is incredible the stuff that he'll do for you if you know how to get him to do it. I'm not going to show you everything, but a few of the things I'm going to show you here, like how he can pick up the crawler and stuff like that. And he can mine the crawler for you. And the crawler won't do you any damage even if you walk up to it. So you can basically get him to look after the crawler while you wander around the map and do what you got to do. Now there are some situations, even when he's carrying the crawler, that it will despawn again. So you just got to be careful of that. But most of the time it won't. And I'm just going to try and get the ray gun Mark II here. Ooh, nearly got it. Come on, give me that ray gun Mark II. I've got 10 grand here. So we can have a few more tries before we run out of funds. And I have got mule kick, obviously, so I can actually carry the 3 guns now, which is cool. Sometimes it can be unwieldy having 3 guns if you want to switch between certain weapons quickly, but once you get used to it, it's alright. In this case, what I'm going to try for is after the ray gun Mark II, if I happen to get it, I'm going to get the ballistic knife back again and show you guys a little trick where you can get an extra perk with that in kind of a mini Easter egg in the map. Executioner, come on. Oh, there we go. So I got the ballistic knife. I'll take that. Keep getting that thing. Alright, well, we'll wait till that disappears and then I'll have one more go. Actually, I'll have 2 more goes, I think, before we're completely out of funds. Once I get the ray gun Mark II, though, we won't have to come back to the box again. Okay, I've got 1 more shot. There's a really cool perma-perk with snipers as well, guys, that I'll show you guys in a separate video. Wow, the war machine. So, not having too much luck with the box there. But, let's go try out this ballistic knife. I'm going to show you an Easter egg in this map that allows you to get an extra perk. So what you have to do is shoot the bullseye here on the dartboard. And I don't know if you can hear that. But basically the piano starts playing a tune if you hit the bullseye. So what you want to do then is go back through the haunted house while the tune is still playing. And you want to go all the way through and then out the back of the haunted house. I'm going to show you here. But you have to make sure you've still got at least 10 points. Otherwise you can't do it. So I'm going to have to be very careful here. If I get touched once, I won't be able to do it. We'll see how we go. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, she got me. She got me. So I'm not going to be able to do the Easter egg for the free perk straight away this time, guys. But what I'll do is I'll get a few more points and we'll come back and I'll show you it shortly. So let's just find our way through the maze here. Should get a few points using this though. Okay. We'll pack a punch and all that stuff as well as we go through. I might just camp here a little bit. This is actually a really good spot, guys. If you want to run trains, this is probably one of the best spots in the map to do it. And I'll show you that in the higher rounds a little bit later. You do get one or two that spawn behind you here, but most of them will come down this this path through the hedge maze. The trouble is sometimes, because the maze is different every time you come back through, the door to my right, the gate, is often open. So when you have the two avenues, it's slightly harder because you get them coming down from the two ways instead of the one. Okay, we're back here again. So I've got nearly 5 grand here. I'm just wondering whether I should hit the mystery box again. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, the MTAR. Seem to be a lot of mixed feelings about the MTAR. Some people don't like it at all and some do like it, but I think it's alright. It's just like a mediocre type gun. It's pretty decent for points. Got a fair bit of ammo. Oh, the time bomb again. Like, it is pretty unusual for me to have to hit the mystery box this many times to get the Ray Gun Mark II, but that's just how it goes. And the Executioner again. Okay, we've got one more hit. Galil. Well, the Galil's alright. This is actually a really good gun. Super accurate. Fairly good power. A lot of ammo. Good mobility. There's almost nothing bad that you can say about it. Let's do this Easter egg again, though. You see that, guys? I just shot exactly the same spot as the last one. But it's kind of like that the Robin Hood where he splits the arrow. Let's go back through the haunted house again. I'm not going to get a free perk off the ghosts by going through because the windows are all dark. But hopefully using this Easter egg, we'll be able to get a free perk. But if I get touched again, it's not going to give it to me because I won't have the 10 points. So basically what happens is once that piano starts playing, if you shoot the bullseye on that dartboard, you need to get through this mansion and around the back of the mansion while the piano is still playing and go in the back of the mansion, as you'll see in a moment. And you'll see like a piano up there once you go in, and there's actually a ghost playing the piano. And there's a little box on top of the piano that you can tipper. 10 points it takes. Once you tip at 10 points, you actually get a free perk. You don't get the perk bottle, but it will appear with your other perks. So here we go. Come on, get out of the way, ghost. There we go. There we go. We got stamina up, guys. So that's the little Easter egg with the dartboard in this map that I thought I'd show you guys. It's pretty cool. I love that sort of stuff. And there's probably some stuff we still haven't discovered on this map either. So we'll have to wait and see what the weeks ahead bring on this one. But yeah, you can only do that once per game. And I think all players can do it once. Don't quote me on that though, because I haven't tested it. But that's the word on the street anyway. Let's grab the ballistic knives back. I love how they've changed the ballistic knives now so you don't have to click on them to pick them up. They just get picked up automatically. That's pretty cool. Makes it easier. Okay, so we've got every single perk now in the map, which is awesome. All 7. And all we need now to get set up perfectly is drops galore. Is the Ray Gun Mark II. But yeah, I don't know how you guys find it, but in Black Ops 2 Zombies, you tend to almost get guaranteed 2 or 3 perks right at the start of every round, early in the round. That's what I tend to find anyway. Whereas you don't get that back in Black Ops Zombies. Okay. Let's make good use of this insta-kill. So what tends to happen is when you stand in that stench, that green mist, they all run off, and then when you step out of it, they all get bunched up and they come all at once, which is kind of good actually, because you can like conserve your ammo a little bit by killing them in a huge bunch. But you have to be prepared for them to rush you when that happens. I think we're near the end of the round here. Okay, so I'll grab another one of those because the other one got wrecked. Let's get some more candy so I can get an extra roll out of the box by using the giant. So we should have five goes if we don't get the ray gun Mark II early here. Please, please let it pop up for me this time. I don't want to have to keep coming back to the mystery box. It's just annoying. The MTAR again. I'm actually going to hang on to the ballistic knife because I like to have a weapon that gives me super good mobility. Have you guys noticed that the Shicom doesn't seem to be in this map? I actually prefer that for mobility, but I have never ever got it on this map. So they might not have put it in this map. Maybe there's a limit on the maximum number of weapons. Let's get him to re-roll that. I know in custom zombies on World at War there is a maximum number of weapons that they can have in the map, so it's probably the same on this one. Okay, one more hit. Wouldn't it be awesome if I got the ray gun Mark II on this last hit? We got the Galil back. Oh well. At least we've got a lot of ammo on this thing. So let's try and camp back here where Jug is. This is probably the second best camping spot in the entire map. Only because there's no exit out the back way. Although what you can do is if say you're camping here and your paralyzer is overheating, which it should never do if you use it correctly, and I'll show you guys how to use it correctly. Well, I'm pretty much doing that right now. Basically you want to just tap the trigger like this, and it should never ever overheat. Even in the really high rounds where the zombies take slightly longer to die from it. But if it does overheat, what you can do to get myself out of a sticky situation here. But what you can do in this spot is actually use it to fly up and over the horde to get out of the little alleyway here. You can either land up top on the roofs either side above, or you can just completely fly out here away from them. But you have to make sure if you're preparing to do that it's going to have enough left in it to get you up and over. We get this back again. Nice. So always try and have an exit strategy. That's good in zombies as it is in real life, really, but you probably wouldn't need to use that if you're playing this right and using your weapons right in this spot at Jug. If you play multiplayer, it's crazy fun though to have like 3 or 4 head choppers lined up along that alleyway and trample steams, you know, subsurface resonator and all that stuff going. You almost don't need to shoot at the zombies. But you can have 4 players, and one guy, if he knows how to use this weapon correctly, the paralyzer or the petrifier when it's pack-a-punched, he can basically protect the whole group if you're camping somewhere. So there's really no excuse for anyone not to get to high rounds in this map. Okay, so still trying to build up enough points to get that ray gun Mark II, guys, but I'm sure we'll get it very, very soon, and then we'll just be burning our way through the rounds, trying to get to a high round as possible. Okay, so I think we got the last few zombies coming now. So let's finish these guys off and then we'll go hit the box again.